Don't wait, create. Y dije, listen, I came out here to do something y yo no voy a estar aquí esperando. I'm not going to keep waiting for auditions. I got to do something and show people that I got something to give, you know?
Juanita, Jessica Pacheco.
Uh-huh.
I came across your material on the internet. It's the web series that you made called Cuban Tales.
Who is it?
Hey, Ernesto. I didn't realize you were calling from right outside our house.
I wasn't. I'm on this new diet that requires me to run everywhere I go.
So my mom's been looking for the Tupperware. Your mom said she left here, but she can't seem to find it.
Hi, Netito, how are you?
I'm good. Ah, you're making some cafecito.
No, actually, I'm not.
I would love a one.
I caught a few of those episodes, really funny. Tell me a little bit about how that came about and what you're doing with that.
Okay, so Cuban Tales, I was in LA, as I was saying, I lived in LA for about 10 years. In Miami, I started doing like Spanish soap operas, Telemundo, Univision, cosas así. And then I said, you know what? I'm American. I mean, I am. I was born and raised in Miami. I speak fluent English. Why don't I just go give it a shot? You know, let's go donde está the creme de la creme. So me fui para California. And ahí got my agent, manager, auditions, tocando puertas. And what happened to me, it leads to Cuban Tales, I promise. What happened was that I wasn't Latina enough. That's what I would hear. I wasn't Latina enough to play Latina, and I wasn't American enough to play Americana. So when they would send me out for American roles, yeah, she looks the part, but she has that slight accent. And then when I would go for the Latina, but she doesn't have brown hair and she doesn't have brown eyes, so obviously she's not Latina, right? So eso me estaba pasando mucho. It happened a lot, and I came up with this catchphrase, which I still use: don't wait, create. Y dije, listen, I came out here to do something y yo no voy a estar aquí esperando. I'm not gonna keep waiting for auditions. I gotta do something and show people that I got something to give, you know? So this is where it comes, that I say, who says that I can't write my own material? They say they don't know where to put me. They don't know what am I. Entonces I said, I'm gonna show them what I am. And I started writing, and it started conversations with my real mom, que vive in Miami. Things that my mother says to me, which probably a lot of Cuban moms or moms in general do, that nobody understands them except you as the child. You're like, I have no idea what you just said, but I get it, you know? Off the wall things. Una cosita. Mi mamá me decía, mija, te vas, you're leaving in the car, make sure you put the insurance on. I'm like, bueno, el seguro está. I mean, I'm sure my car has insurance. No, pon lo seguro. The locks, right? So little things like that. And I started writing it down, and I was like, my mom is funny. The things that she says are funny. Y así empezó. Un sketch por aquí, otra situation por acá, otra por acá, and it flowed, you know? Y después que lo escribí, after I wrote them, I said, well, you should know how this is. In LA, there's actors, there are video guys, cinematographers. So, como que fui conociendo gente, and it was really a work of art. I did it. Todo fue hecho en casa. I paid for everything out of pocket. I was the caterer. Every day on set había arroz con pollo, arroz, frijoles, picadillo, tostones. Todo lo hice yo. Y no lo digo like, oh my God, I did it all. Just, I think it shows in the work that it's really, I kept it true. No cambié las cosas to please anybody. I kept it pretty true to us.
Well, yeah, it came out great. And, you know, and props to putting on every hat that you had to put on in order to get it done. That's a real creator, really, and like the new media age, you know, especially when you put things on the internet, you gotta do a lot yourself, including the catering sometimes. So that's pretty cool. All right, cool. And also, you know, circling back to, you mentioned your flamenco. I'm interested in that part of your life and how because I've seen some of the pictures and all that stuff, and your full, you know, costumes and all that stuff. So how'd you get into that, and what's the life of a flamenco dancer like?
Fun. Never a dull moment. So I started dancing when I was very young. You know, my mom put me in like ballet, jazz, modern dance, Spanish dance, de todo. Fun fact, my mom was actually a professional flamenco dancer in Cuba back in the day. And she worked on TV as well. Pero, you know, la situación back then, she met my father, a macho cubano, and he was like, you're beautiful, I'm gonna marry you. You dance no more. Oh. But it's okay, because then I came along and I was like, hey dad, guess what I wanna be?
Karma.
No, pero it has a happy ending, como dicen. My dad is my number one fan, and my mom to this day, she goes around town in Miami playing castanets at different flamenco clubs. Y papi la lleva a todos lados. So anyways, the roots of it was my mom was a dancer. She put me in dance classes. At 10 years old, I took my first trip. My parents took me to Spain, and they say that I was just like in los tablao, that they call it, los tablao flamenco, 1, 2 in the morning, and I was just glued to the dancers. I was in love with the art form. So as soon as I got back, at 10 I started, they put me in dance lessons, flamenco dance lessons, and at 15 I joined my first flamenco company, professional flamenco company, y no he parado desde entonces, gracias a Dios. I have my own company, Flamenco Express y Flamenco Tropical. Flamenco Express travel the world on cruise ships, which I did for some time too. Now I kind of like the agent of it, and I help other girls go out there, dance, get to know the world. Y Flamenco Tropical, I have casts in LA. I work a lot in the wineries in Paso Robles, some nice wineries over there that hire the show, private events, weddings, anniversaries, de todo. Y aquí, donde estoy viviendo ahora, Orlando is kind of like my big hub for flamenco. Orlando, y tengo St. Augustine, Florida, which is very beautiful. That's not too far from me either. So I get quite a lot of work out there too.
So I didn't realize you're like a mogul of flamenco dancing. Thanks for talking to me today. Is there anything else that you want to add before we wrap it up?
No, my darling, just kudos to you. I wish you all the success in the world. You're amazing.
Thank you so much. So are you. Gracias.